So there's something that everyone has, which is the constant ongoing voice in the head. It's the thought patterns that seem to run our life and everything we do, every decision, every feeling, every action. And it's constant. It's a constant loop for the person, thought, but it feels so real to us. And that's where all anxiety comes from, is constant identification with thought patterns, with the mind stream. And when we really look at thoughts, where are they coming from? They simply come out of nowhere, out of consciousness, out of being, which is what we are. And when we really sit with it, well, am I my thoughts? Am I the thought I had yesterday about being served the wrong meal? Am I the thought about losing my job? We're not, because those thoughts we experience, they have a start and an end. They're temporary, they're limited, but they appear within that space of the infinite, which is who we are. They appear within that space of consciousness. It's just simple, so simple. The witness. What's witnessing this thought right now? And what's witnessing this feeling? And that which is always there, which is always witnessing, is who we are. It's consciousness. It's the light of consciousness. And it's always there, it's always shining. But we identify with our thoughts and we take them to be real. We take it to be reality. And it's not. So what's helped me along the path is just always coming back to being the witness. Okay, I'm aware that there's thinking. I'm aware that there's a thought. I'm aware that it's not permanent. And what is that awareness? What is that that's always aware? And it's so simple, we overlook it. And it's almost like its own entity, thoughts. It's so alluring to the person. It's like, come here, come in, and it wraps us in, and then it keeps us there, it holds us there in this stickiness, and it just is never reality. It might be about, the thoughts might be about a certain person or situation, and it completely obscures our view from the present moment and reality, which is what we are, because we are the present moment. And this has to be looked at some stage, because either we remain fully thought identified constantly, and it's just constant suffering, because we identify, we take ourselves to be those thoughts, but they aren't who we are. It's who we are is just presence, is just being, which is free of any anxiety, worry, fear, tension. And it's not saying we don't think. Thought is a great thing, and thoughts still come for everyone, but it's just having the distance, seeing it as simply a thought formation, and letting that be. It's like no one ever found a thought or the future. You know, scientists can't pull thoughts out of people's heads. They appear from the formless. And so we are that space that always watches, always looks at every thought. But we're also everything in that, because you are everything. That's the amazing thing. And it's not like a narcissistic, like, oh, I am everything. It's simply it's a unity. It's a realization that we are all connected in that space of presence, which is always there. The same presence that's here is the same presence that's there for you. It's our presence. I think that's the tricky thing about doing self-inquiry, is it can feel like, oh, this is me here with my problems or my stuff, and that's you over there. And like, it's not. All that separation is illusion, because when we really go into it, there are no boundaries. When we really go into like, where are these thoughts coming from, or who am I? Like, I'm not my name, I'm not my appearance, I'm not what I like and dislike. Those boundaries dissolve, and then that dissolves for other people. And it's not like a visual thing, it's simply realizing that we all come from source and we are source. And it's so simple, that's the thing. And what helps realize this the most is just realizing that we aren't thoughts. And all anxiety, what we think of as anxiety, is simply the illusion of separation. It's common for most people, but it's not actually real. It's just that we've identified so strongly with the thoughts. So, you're a bad boy, you're a bad girl, you did this, XYZ, or you need to do this, or you're lazy, you're worthless, and constant blaming. And really, it's like having a bully in your head. And the thing is, most of us haven't realized that that's actually happening, and we aren't those thoughts. So it's like, how do you show a fish what it's like outside of the fishbowl that's never been outside of it? You can't. You can only give pointers of what it is, what it's like. And that which we are outside of thought, witness consciousness, is always there. It's been with us from the day we're born right to right now, and it's never changed. It's just always consciousness. But it's so simple, because we're so caught in this loop of thoughts, and like something's not right, and all of that we forget that it's so simple, and it's always here. It's just this. It's just this. It's us, and it's that space of consciousness which all thoughts, feelings, sensations, experiences appear in. And you can realize this, that this. There's something that's always there that's witnessing, and it's so extraordinary but so simple that it can't be described. So it's just always coming back to, who is it that's witnessing this thought right now? And really being okay with the thoughts, being okay with negative thoughts or feelings of guilt, loneliness, anger. They're okay. It's realizing the thought and allowing it, and finding curiosity in what is that? What is that thought that's appearing? And then what starts to happen is, slowly that relationship is there, that gap is seen of, oh, I am not this, I'm not these thoughts, but they are always appearing, but they don't have a hold on me anymore, because that which I am is the light of consciousness, is the light, is that luminous space that's always there witnessing. So it's coming back to now, and I am not these thoughts, and just witnessing And it's so amazing. It's so simple, but it's so incredible. And if we realize this, then naturally all anxiety drops away, all fear drops away, because there's no identification with the thought. So we can just be. We're in being, we're not in thinking, which is the illusion of past, future. Oh, I've got to get somewhere. Oh shit, if I don't complete X, Y, Z in 1 year, this will happen to me. And it's constant thinking and this feeling of separateness, which isn't really there. And that which is always there is consciousness, is us in that space. And ways we can realize this more is meditation can be one, because meditation is just the act of sitting and being, simply doing nothing and witnessing our thoughts and feelings. But that space in meditation that we drop into when we find those moments of clarity, that space is always there. We don't have to meditate to realize that. The whole purpose of this is to feel that in just our everyday life. So every moment we experience can just be from being. It only is being, because being only ever can just be that. Being cannot be anything other than being, because it just always is that. And that's all there is. It's just now. When is it ever not now? So we can live in that state because we are that. So the whole, the whole notion of all our thoughts and worries and suffering is merely just an illusion, but it's a beautiful one, and we can honor that. It's not saying that it's bad, because we all have it, but it's not real. What's more real is just this as consciousness, and we can miss the beauty of who we are and the moment, every single moment, the infinite present moment. We can miss that because we're always thought identified. It's always, oh, Jenny said this to me. Oh, should I say that to her? Oh, no. Blah, 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 blah. It keeps going and it doesn't stop. So it's just, noticing, what is this thought? Finding curiosity in that. Oh, okay. There we go again. It's, I'm blaming myself again. Or not, I'm blaming myself. There's blame again. I'm the one witnessing it. It's who is the I? Always coming back to that. Who is the I? Who is the witness?